Hey, what is going on? Welcome to Beautiful Star Podcast. I am your host, Antoinette, and I feel absolutely great. I feel like today is the best day of my life. How are you guys feeling? Let me know in the chat. If you listening to this on the replay, definitely let me know in the comment section. How has your day been going? I feel very good. I just feel like everything is working out for me. Like I'm definitely in a good place in my life, you know. Um, I have been staying present in the moment. I have been focusing on my goals, and things have just been falling in alignment. Like everything I have asked for so far, I have been getting, right? So I just feel absolutely great, and I wanted to come live. Um, you know, but before I get into, I guess this live pretty much, because this is kind of like random, pretty much. I want to talk about what is to come. Um, because typically I don't really go live like that. You feel what I'm saying? But first of all, before I get into anything, I want to thank all the new subscribers. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much who has liked the channel. And if you guys are listening to this on the replay and you do decide to subscribe, thank you so much. I definitely do want people to subscribe because I do want this channel to grow. Definitely, right? Where I'm at, it is a beautiful day. It's sunny. It's a nice day. The vibes, it feels very good. I was just saying to someone that this feels like the spring that I known when I was a kid. Like typically when it's spring, it still be cold. I don't know how is that possible, but I feel like the past springs that I have had, it has been like snowstorms and stuff like that. Like, but we are in the month of May. Before you know it, we only got like some weeks before summertime is gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? The seasons are changing rapidly, and it's really, you know what I'm saying? Like time is just going by so fast, and it's just like it's really nothing that you could really do about it. Like you can't do anything about time just going by. You know what I'm saying? The thing that you can do is kind of like focus your energy on yourself and what it is that on your goals and what it is that you want for yourself, right? But as far as focusing on the negativity um that other people is projecting or saying to your face, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's we're in a digital age. You know what I'm saying? People will say it to your face, but then sometimes they want to articulate themselves in a video or like stalk you online and some crazy stuff like that, especially when you're focusing on your goals and the things that you intend out to do, right? um and it's just like, yo, you just gotta keep like pushing yourself even when people are rooting for you to have the opposite effect. They don't want to see you successful, they want to see you sad, they want to see you down, and they want to see you not winning. And sometimes you have to, you know, uh, not focus on that and focus on what you truly want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And focus on your belief system that you have for yourself. Because it's not really about other people believing in you and believing in what you stand for. It's really about yourself believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to. Like, it has to be a great feeling to know that you have a support system that includes your family and people that's rooting for you and they want you to win and stuff like that. And, but that's not always the case. That's, you know, it's not always the case. And when you have a realization that someone doesn't want you, is not rooting for you, I had to correct myself, right? If you have a realization that someone is not rooting for you and they do not want to see you succeed in life, what are you going to do? Are you going to throw in the towel and just say, forget it because this person X, Y, and Z didn't believe in me? Or you want to keep moving forward and believe in yourself and push yourself and motivate yourself to get you where you want to be? Because ultimately, when you wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you go to the bathroom, do what you got to do, you look in the mirror, it's you. Some people don't get up out of bed. And that's some people don't get up out of bed. Some people just lay in bed all day, feeling sad, feeling depressed, thinking that, their life should have been different. But ultimately, you have to create the life that you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is you can't put the blame on anybody else, especially when you are an adult. You know what I'm saying? Once you reach a certain age, you get to choose wh- how you want your life to be. But some people don't believe that they have a choice. Some people don't believe that they have a choice. They don't believe that the power lies in their hands as to what it is that they want for themselves, right? And that could stem around your belief systems, the trauma that you've been through, or it has so many contributing factors. Um, I've dealt with, issues that I had to kind of like work my way through. But if you do find yourself in a position where you don't feel worthy or you feel down, you don't feel motivated, and sometimes, people give them a time limit, like, all right, I'm gonna let myself feel these crazy emotions or whatever have you, right? Boom. But then they wake themselves up out of that shit. They be like, all right, I'm gonna give myself 3 or 4 days to be on some lazy ass shit, But then when the fourth day come, they, and they like when the fifth day come, they like, oh, I can't do this no more. That's it. It's time to get to work, right? Because at the end of the day, like some people go years not feeling good about themselves. They go years with putting themselves down and not feeling good at all. Like literally at all. And just portraying like creating this cycle of good and bad feelings, or this cycle of having to go through that emotion. Because at the end of the day, like, before you had a relationship, it was just you. You was by you standing by yourself. I don't see how is it that people get into relationships and they create these emotional attachments, right? And it could be an emotion. It don't even have, emotional attachment. It could be anything. Like people create emotional attachments to the most mundane thing or whatever. But I'm focusing my energy right now on relationships. Sometimes, people, attach themselves to people that don't mean them no good at all. And sometimes what's crazy is that even if you're not looking for the negative stuff, it will present itself directly to you in front of your face. So you could be aware of what's going on. That's a fact. I mean, it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you feel like you in a good space, everything is good, and then all of a sudden, I'm sorry for the background noise and all that stuff. Like it is what it is. I actually got me like, a new camera. I got some new headphones. I got everything new. But, I'm not too certain if you guys don't hear the background. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. I can't really do nothing about that in this present moment. But I don't forgot what I was saying. Let me drink some water. But sometimes you gotta push yourself. I know that I wasn't saying that. You know what I'm saying? I know I wasn't really saying that, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to wreck my brain like, whatever. But, sometimes you have to push yourself and motivate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you have to accept when something has come to an end. I know people don't like endings the way they like beginnings, because when something's new, it's beginning, it's fresh, everything is going good or whatever have you. But sometimes things come to an end. And that doesn't mean that, the overall relationship was trash, it didn't work out, or whatever it's just some people just have a bitter taste in their mouth. But you don't have to really have a bitter taste in your mouth. You could just accept the way life is going, right? You could just accept that as a blessing, because sometimes when people walk out of your life, or when you leave a certain situation, right, it open doors for other things to happen. And sometimes when you're doing those things, you're tapping into your intuition, and that's fine. And even if you just outside of your intuition and you decide, oh, I don't want to be treated like this, I don't want to be in this type of relationship, then you have insight, and you have every right to feel that way, and you have every right to move on. Nobody could hold you hostage into a relationship that you no longer want. That's crazy. It doesn't even um make any logical sense to be holding on to something that is no longer. And especially if you're not getting anything from it. But I see so many women, who have experienced that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, experienced that firsthand. And it's not like they was a bad person or anything like that, and they deserved it. Absolutely not. you know and especially when you really love somebody, you want to be there for them, and they treat you horrible. That's when you have to step back and be like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself good. I'm gonna be kind to myself. I'm gonna put myself out there, once I heal, and give myself the opportunity to start to date. You feel what I'm saying? But some people, when they go through a bad experiences, they shut themselves off from the world and experiences. And it's just like, you don't have to do that at all. You don't. You don't have to do that. But before I proceed, I would like to invite all of you guys to be a part of this live virtual call that is happening on Friday, June 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a live virtual call. You do have to pay to come, right? Typically, I try to make stuff a little free, but anyway, this one you have to pay, and this live virtual call is only $40. And yes, I am doing Cash App payments. Curse me out at your own time, because people just be trying to get at you for whatever. It is what it is. For this time period, yes, I am taking Cash App payments. If you don't have a Cash App or anything like that, then at this time you can't be a part of it. I haven't set up any other payment method such as PayPal or anything else. But I do plan on doing that. But anyway, if you are interested in being a part of F It Up, Forgive and Focus, then definitely go to www.beautifulstarpodcast.com, and then hit Beautiful Transformation in parentheses F It Up, and definitely sign up and everything in reference to that live, because it is going to be live. Yes, I'm going to be live with that particular one. Yes, I am. It is going to be live, right? I'm going to be live for the people who are going to be signing up. They're going to have access to it live. Absolutely. I will be live. It will be a live virtual call. Once you do everything that you have to do, you make the payments, everything will be sent to the email. You go to beautifulstarpodcast.com, and then you go to beautiful transformation in parentheses F it up, and then you sign up for it. Everything will be sent to your email, and you're going to be sent like all the updates and everything like that. But you're going to eventually be sent a link to the live virtual call, and then you click it, and it's going to be live. This is not no digital download. This is not nothing pre-recorded. This is definitely live, and it's going to be on Friday, June 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 45 minutes. It's going to be for 45 minutes. Now, if you peep, when you go to Beautiful Transformations, once you go to Beautiful Transformation, F it up, right, you can see we might go over, when you see the form and you fill out everything, you're going to see a note where it says, we might go over the time. And that's a fact. We might go over the time. We might go over the time. I'm putting that out there. Yes, it's 45 minutes. I know people have a busy life, but this is a lot of information. And then I'm going to allow you guys to ask questions, comments, and stuff like that. So yes, we are prone to go over time. So I have to put that out there. I didn't put that out there for the last one that I had. So now moving, proceeding forward, like, yes, we might go over the 45 minutes. Yes, it's a possibility, but it's great information. $40, you can't beat that at all. And so when people think about the forgive aspect, they always think about the people who have hurt them and put them through some traumatic situations where they don't feel like themselves, they feel out of it, right? And a lot of people always talk about like the power of forgiving others and moving forward. But what about forgiving yourself? Forgiving yourself for making certain decisions, for putting yourself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? What about forgiving yourself for feeling guilty for moving forward and enjoying your life? Because some people feel guilt for enjoying their life because of past trauma, or because of other people, or because they deeply feel that they don't deserve happiness. Now, I'm going to sit here and say that everyone should enjoy and love happiness. That's a fact. Yes, you should love happiness. You should be happy. There's nothing to be sad or depressed about. Like, yes, that's a fact. And I put that out there. Like, yeah, you should feel good about, you know, that situation. Like, you know, I know it be a lot of hectic. People have bags and they misplace certain things in that nature. But when everything is put up, everything is put in place, and you realize that, oh, I lost this, or I don't have this someone. This was very sentimental for me, or this was a good luck charm. This was really making me and my spouse safe. Whatever it is. But if it's no longer existent, then you have to find alternative methods for safety in regards to you, if you don't feel that way, right? Because a lot of people, they just be, out and about, and it never really crossed their mind that, oh, I'm not safe, or, it is what it is. But I'm not going to be on here for so long. I just came on to pretty much share what's going on now and stuff like that. But definitely, if you guys are interested in being a part of Beautiful, if you are interested in being a part of F It Up, right? But when you go to beautifulstartpodcast.com, you go to Beautiful Transformation, because that's what I was going to say, Beautiful Transformation, right? You click Beautiful Transformation in parentheses and say F It Up, right? Because the live virtual call is called F It Up, right? You want to F it up, forgive and focus. We need to shift our focus onto what's important. I know, we all trying to save someone and be there and stuff like that, but sometimes we have to be there for ourselves. Sometimes we have to rely on ourselves, right? And sometimes, um, with certain experiences. There's good experience, but then not so much good experience. It is what it is. But if you guys want to be a part of this live virtual call that's going to be on Friday, June 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, definitely send an email. Well, actually go to the website. I mean, you could send an email too, but the best bet is going to the website. W I'm gonna go to the website www.beautifulstarpodcast.com and to go to Beautiful Transformation in parentheses, F it up and fill out the form, and then everything within a week will be sent out to you, depending on what's like, what's really like going on. Cause I don't really know. I don't know what you guys are telling me, but I'm about to get off of here because I have some things that I want to do that is, important. But I thank you guys for rocking out with me. I send nothing but positive vibes. Your guys' ways, and everything work out. Positive vibes, prosperity, the best of the best. The best of the best, and just absolutely doing well. But I'm not going to stay on here long. I might come on later on, but I'm not too sure. I absolutely don't know. But I'm going to check in tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a topic. Today was just kind of like I have nothing that was really going on. But peace. I hope you guys enjoy the day. If you listen to this in the replay, definitely